Sound is somehow a little bit crazy this morning. So let me have a look. Can somebody give me a thumbs up if there's sound? Can you hear me? I gotta check it out. Oof. What is wrong this morning? What is wrong? It's the second day in a row now that I've had a problem with the sound. Sound is good. Okay. So let me have a look. There you go. All right. So, that's a lot better. So, let's start again. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Listen here, everybody was asking why am I wearing this Argentinian shirt? Of course, because today the Lions play against Argentina and I'm supporting Argentina. I like the Turtles. Okay, good. So, let's just get straight into it because the sound thing has just knocked me straight off my perch this morning. There we go. So, topics for today. While I was muted, that was the topics. FIFA Club World Cup, NBA, of course. Game 6, we'll get into that straight away. Then our two legends today, Jonah Loma, Mia Hamm. We'll talk about the Test rugby. We'll get into everything. But let's first go to the Club World Cup. And and I wanted to shout out to Harvey. I saw Harvey Specter, someone that's new in the house. Like I was saying before, fantastic show, Suits. Love the show, Harvey. Not a big fan of Meghan Markle, but don't worry. We'll get into that another day. Here we go. Let's have a look at those results from last night. So Palmeiras beat Al Ahly 2-0 and Inter Miami with a stunning free kick from Lionel Messi beat Porto 2-1. So well done to them. Then in the late games, Seattle Sounders lost 3-1 to Atletico Madrid. And Paris Saint-Germain, the Champions League, the European champions, got upset by Botafogo. So look, I'm telling you, the South American boys, you've got to watch out for them. They're all doing well. They're all doing very, very well. Talk about the Club World Cup. Tomorrow is Saturday, and we will have a game live tomorrow. If I'm correct, that game is at 6 o'clock. And Vern will be doing that 100%. I might join him. We'll see. Mamelodi Sundowns against Borussia Dortmund. South Africa against Germany. So let's see what happens there. There you go. So, let's get straight into the North American sports. Yeah, it was game 6. I watched a little bit of that. I had it on a little screen here while I was working. And, who will win? The Pacers destroyed the Thunder yesterday. It was a non-competition. The Thunder actually were leading 10-2 at one stage. And then the Pacers brought it back to 10-10. The first quarter was still close, and then afterwards the Pacers just blew them out. I mean, the Thunder, we'll see quickly now. I can show you the stats of the Thunder. The Thunder went down under, yeah, definitely. Look, they had 21 turnovers. Just too many. Their big boys didn't turn up. I mean, Holmgren wasn't in the game really. Lou Dort, only 3 points. But it is a Game 7. It's going to be all about Game 7. But before we get to Game 7, let's have a look at the Pacers stats. Look, they could even... Tyrese Haliburton only had to play 23 minutes. So that was good for his injured leg. Yep. Look at all them. You got Siakam, Naismith, Nebhart, Haliburton, Toppin, and Mathurin. Oh no, Connolly. All scoring in double digits. A great result for the Pacers. All right, so there we go. So that is, let me just have a look there. This is the way it is. Stands 3-3, Game 7, Sunday night. Monday morning here in Europe, Monday afternoon if you're in Australia or New Zealand. So yeah, that's the way it is. I'm definitely going to try to watch that game. I don't know if I can bring it live. I'll do my best. They shat the bed, they wet the bed, they shat themselves, man. That's what happened. Then at Major League Baseball. No Red Sox today. They didn't play last night. Let's have a look at those results there quickly. So the Pirates lost 2-9 to the Tigers, and the Guardians lost 1-2 to the Giants. The Astros and the Athletics are still playing. That's 1-2 for the Athletics. The Padres and the Dodgers are still busy, and that's 1-3 for the Dodgers. The Phillies beat the Marlins. The Pirates, that's the second game of the night. They had a doubleheader. They won the second one 8-4 against the Tigers. The Rockies lost to the Nationals 3-4, and the Angels lost to the Yankees. The Yankees on the way back up. Then There were more games. The Diamondbacks beat the Blues 9-5. As you can see, the Twins thrashed the Reds 12-5. The Orioles beat the Rays 4-1. The Mets lost to the Braves 7-1. The St. Louis Cardinals beat the Chicago White Sox 8-6. The Royals beat the Rangers 4-1. And the Brewers beat the Cubs in a tight one 8-7. Day off for the Red Sox. Yeah. Well, talking about that, let's have a look at that table. If you look at the National League, it is the Dodgers out in front there in the National League ahead of the Cubs and the Mets. Rockies still in last place by a long way. Then we move into the American League, and the Tigers, the Detroit Tigers, are way out in front. They're ahead of the Houston Astros. The great New York Yankees are in third, then the Tampa Bay Rays, and the Boston Red Sox are moving slowly but surely. They're moving in the right direction. There you can have a look at the streaks. So I can tell you, the White Sox have lost. That's the worst losing streak. Is they've lost 8 in a row. The best winning streak is 3 by the Kansas City Royals. If you go back to the National League quickly, the best winning streak is the LA Dodgers with 5, and the Mets have lost 6 in a row, as High Life mentioned. There you go. Then, of course, High Life's favorite, the WNBA. I mean, he watches every game, guys. He watches every game. I mean, he is a big fan, especially of the Chicago Sky there with Angel Reese. So, let's get into the results. The Mercury beat the Liberty 89-81, and the Indiana Fever, the ladies of the Pacers, they lost 70-76 to the Valkyries. So let's move on. Then, of course, like I mentioned tonight, it is the big one. British and Irish Lions versus the Argentina, the Pumas. Come on, Pumas, let's stuff them. Then tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock Central European time, live on this channel as well, we have the Crusaders against the Chiefs. It's going to be an interesting one. It is going to be, I think it's going to be a thrilling final. And then in the evening, Vernie's going to do Union Bordeaux against Toulon in the semi-final of the French Championship in the top 14. No. The NBA, the WNBA is right for you, High Life. You got to take it this morning. Then, of course, we did have a little bit of the cricket, and Bangladesh finished on 495 all out in their first innings, and Sri Lanka have replied with 368 for 4, so it must be a good batting wicket. Let's have a look at that Sri Lankan stats. Patam Niskane, he had 187, so he put in a good innings there. Let's look at the bowling for Bangladesh. No one jumps out at the moment. A few guys with 1 wicket, so let's have a look how that develops. You're counting the hours to the Chiefs game. Oh man, a lot of people are. It's a little bit more than 24 hours. Don't worry, it'll happen, man. It will happen. Don't worry. So let's get into our superstars, our legends as we call them. We're going to start with this lady, Mia Hamm. Now let me just do something before we get into Mia Hamm. Just got to move some things around so that I can get all the information on Mia Hamm that I need. I think she's a sensational ambassador for her sport, and here we go. Mia, where are you, my girlfriend? There you go. Because I did put out all the information on Mia. There you go. So just put that to the bottom. So Mia Hamm, there you go. Her full name is actually Muriel Margaret Hamm, but for short they call her Mia. Born March 17th, 1972. So she's just a little bit younger than I am. Born in Selma, Alabama. Ooh, down south there. Of course, she was a forward, played for the United States, many World Cups and Olympics. What can I say about her? She went to the College of North Carolina. She was a Tar Heel. Then she played for the Washington Freedom. And of course, she played for the United States from 1987 to 2004. She was, I would say she was the first global women's football superstar. She got everything started. What did she achieve with her national team? She won the gold medal in 1996 at the Olympics in Atlanta with the USA. Then in 2000, they won the silver medal. That was in Sydney. In 2004, they won the gold medal. That was in Athens. I remember that really well. She was world champion in 1991. They won that in China. Finished once third in 95 in Sweden. Then again, world champion in 1999. So she's 2 times Olympic champion and 2 times world champion. Many trophies, many accolades. One of the few ladies, I think, to score like 4 or 5 hat-tricks at world championships. She was named Women's Player of the Year twice, FIFA Women's Player of the Year twice. Actually twice in a row, 2001 and 2002. And 2003 and 2004, she was runner-up. So Mia Hamm, look, I got to add some of the photos. I mean, of course, she played for the US. She was just a stunning player. She knew how to carry herself. She wasn't, she didn't do anything stupid. She really promoted the game really well. So shout out to her. I mean, she was a winner. She was a winner. And a lot of the ladies that are playing football today and, that are making money off the game now and they can live off the game, got to thank Mia Hamm. She did a great job. Then we move on to a legend. This man, Jonah Lomu. Yeah, a lot of people are going to be mention old Jonah. I'm just going to go back into the chat there that I can have a look at that. Look, Jonah Lomu was a sensational player. And I just got to get all his stuff out here quickly. I remember 1995. That was like the first time I really registered him at the World Cup in South Africa. Here we go. So we got that information on Jonah. That's when I really first registered him. Look, he scored many fantastic tries. Never scored against us. Never scored against South Africa. But he was a great player. Look, he was born on the 12th of May, 1975. His full name is Jonah Tali Lomu. Not Lomo. Lomu. I got this. Wrote that wrong. Place of birth is Pukekohe in Auckland, New Zealand. Yeah, he defined a whole generation of rugby players. He made rugby world renowned, put it that way. I don't think he was the best rugby player ever. Way off that. I don't think even he was the best New Zealand rugby player of all times. But he came at a time when rugby needed a superstar. He was that superstar. Charismatic, big, good-looking guy. He did everything, and the way he played with excitement, with passion, he was, hard to stop. Always needed 2 or 3 guys to bring him down. Just couldn't get hold of him. When he came with Head of Steam, it was done. I mean, look, it was such a bubbly guy, and I mean, it's just such a shame he passed away way too soon. He actually died of a heart attack due to his kidney disease that he had. Just sad. But let's have a look at a little bit of the stats from Jonah. I'm just going to look. Yes, of course, that's what I'm saying. High life. But he was the icon that, made rugby in the world famous. He's the most famous rugby player in the world, or was the most famous rugby player in the world. In those days, I mean, listen, people didn't know what rugby was. They thought that you play rugby on ice, but they knew Jonah Lomu was. That's the big thing. He was to rugby what Mia Hamm was to football for the women. He put rugby on the map again, where rugby was just starting to take off in the early 90s. The first World Cups were in 87. Wasn't that popular. He made rugby very, very popular. Let me tell you who he played for. Okay, so he played for the Counties, Manukau, the Blues, the Chiefs, the Hurricanes, Wellington, Cardiff Blues, North Harbour, Marseille, of course, a lot of different teams. He didn't have a long career, Jonah. He didn't have a long career due to was injured quite a lot, and obviously due to his sickness. He played for New Zealand, only 63 caps for New Zealand. Did score 185 points in those 63 caps. Never won a gold medal or anything at the World Cup. He got a silver medal in South Africa in 1995. I remember that final very well. He played a lot of sevens as well. He did win a sevens gold medal in Argentina in 2001. Funny that he died. Yeah, look, it is. It's very sad. He made a lot of money, but he got married 3 times, and that cost him. He died a poor man, you know. But look, doesn't help you to die rich either. You can't take the money with you. But he was. He actually was. His first wife was actually a South African. I didn't know that. I was reading up on that. His family wasn't happy with that. So yeah. Food poisoning. His medical bills, that killed him off. That killed him off big time. But what a superstar Jonah Lomu was. Let me just put one more up there. There he goes. I mean, hey, I remember watching the pictures of his funeral. That was just unbelievable. He was much loved in New Zealand. Like I said, the most iconic rugby figure in the world. Put it that way. So Jonah Lomu, of course, rest in peace, my friend. What a great rugby player. Did a lot for rugby, and let's have a look. 1995. You're still hurting for 1995, right? Yeah, that wasn't the greatest final in the world, but it was the best final in the world because we won it. Yeah, look, I remember that. Wasn't it Joel Stransky that kicked it? I can't remember. Vern will know more. But listen here, that was my morning show for this morning. Hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Join us tonight at 9 o'clock for the British and Irish Lions against Argentina. That is at 9 o'clock Central European time. Tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock, Vern's got the morning show, so the paper tossing will be going on all over the place. Then at 9 o'clock, it's the Super Rugby final. Live on this channel, and then in the evening at 6 it's Dortmund against Morocco Swallows, and at 9 it is Bordeaux against Toulon in the Super Rugby. So check it out, be there, see you guys tomorrow. Ciao guys.